Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey and this is Audrey Curates. I am still emptying my luggage and this is what I'm working with at the moment. Don't judge me, okay? I lost my tripod. If my voice sounds different, it's because I am back in Malta, and when I come back to Malta, my allergies kick in. So if I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or else I sound like I have smoked for the past 5 years, it's because I am back in Malta. But yes, I am back in Malta. I have moved into my parents' house. This is my childhood bedroom, and yes, I am currently waiting for someone to actually believe in me and give me a job. So I'll give you a life update in a few weeks. I have a moving vlog coming this Friday, and then we'll start working out what is going to happen here. Today, however, we have an exciting video because you remember in April when this happened? Oh my god! Oh my god! Still get chills watching that video, to be honest with you. Yes, I have a script currently being produced for the Cospicua Short Play Festival, and we are in the production week. Performances go up on the 4th and the 5th of September. Is it production week this week? Yes, it is. September is tomorrow. Okay, 2020 has been a weird year. On Saturday last week, I went to see it for the first time, and honestly, I cannot tell you the happiness that I have felt in so long. Like seeing my work being obviously rearranged and adapted for the space, and obviously the actors and director are impeccable. So I am hoping that it goes well for everyone. The festival is going on even though COVID is still obviously around, but they're trying to be as innovative and trying to obviously adapt as much as we can. So we have social distancing rules, we have masks, which are mandatory for all of us, for the crew and the cast. Obviously the cast have to take them off when they're performing, but it's weird living in a world where everyone needs to be socially distanced. We have to wear masks even though it's 30 degrees outside. And yes, it's very interesting. I think it will be a year where everyone speaks about it because we have learned how to live a certain type of way and adapted to live a certain type of way. Why did I go on a tangent? But yes. So I wanted to give you a few updates of how I as a writer am feeling about this, and of course giving you a bit of an insight of how a writer has his or her work produced and they taking the backseat rather than directing or as being fully involved. Because I was in Scotland until a week ago, and now I just came here and saw the full production. Let's start. So as a writer myself, I tend to leave a lot of the stuff up to the director and actors. I want them to feel as comfortable. If they don't feel comfortable with a line, they can change it. The director can change an action in the script. If it looks better, go for it. I'm one of those writers where don't necessarily change my script, discuss it with me, and then I'll go back and see if it works or if it doesn't. And that was what happened when I had the actors read through the first or the second version of the script, and they came back with notes, and then I went ahead and tried to evolve it into the timeline I had created. For example, they thought of a new ending, and then I went back and saw that the ending that I proposed initially wasn't going to work, it wasn't fitting very well. So I took their feedback. I didn't change it completely, but I took their feedback, tried to fit it into the timeline, and then came up with a new ending. Therefore, there is this sort of collaboration between the actors, the director, and of course the writer. This is something that has been said. This is not the experience that you will meet as a writer. Some people will just take the script, do whatever the hell they want with it, and they don't consult you in any way. But there are other directors where actually involve you in the process, which is very much so what I have had the previous 2 productions. As a writer myself, I tend to make myself clear at the beginning. So I tell the director and actors, listen, you have full creative freedom. However, do not change anything before consulting me, because there is a whole timeline which wraps around the whole play. So if you change something and it doesn't fit a particular timeline, you will sort of not ruin the play, but make it somewhat where there are loopholes or else something that doesn't add up and things like that. So as a writer, I would suggest that if you have a production of some sort, make sure you make yourself clear at the very beginning, and then have full faith in the team you have chosen. It is very important. If you don't have faith in your team, the production will not move forward. Allergies. Ooh. Then we started discussing marketing. So we obviously wanted a poster, and the poster is right here. So I'll move to the side and put the poster here. So the play gives a sort of mafia vibe, but it's a comedy. So we wanted to obviously put a contrast between the title and the poster itself. Perks of being back home: you get a grandfather clock every 15 minutes. Where were we? Oh, marketing. Yes, the poster. So we wanted to see the contrast between the funny title and of course the poster design, and we went for this Goodfellas sort of themed poster, and then obviously put a twist on it. The title, if anyone doesn't know Maltese, is Pizza Anyone? So Pizza Shahat, and it's the closing line of the whole play. So, but then of course there's the whole twist and everything. So don't worry about it. Then of course we had to do profile pictures. We had to do some sort of promotion to promote the characters and promote their character description. So as a writer, make sure that you have a character description in your script so that you can of course use it as a promotional material when the play is obviously. Oh my god. Yes, this is daily basis. Yes, as a writer, have your character descriptions because you can always use them as promotional material later on. So that is what we used. And then today and essentially on Thursday during tech, we are going to film a promo. Since the festival is street theater, is what is classified as street theater, we had to choose a location. So as a writer, I didn't have any idea of where this might happen. I had a vague idea of where I wanted it to be, but then of course there are another 5 productions, which meant that the place I had thought it out to be could have been taken by someone else. And the team also wanted to look for other potential places around Cospicua, which is the village that it's going to take place in. After a poll, the play ended up being in the same place that I had thought of. However, when you're doing street theater, it is very important that you make your script malleable, especially the location, because of course the actors want something and the director wants something else, and as a writer you would want something. But in terms of location, in these types of situations, you need to make it perfectly clear in your script that your play can be adapted in any location, even if it's a cave or even if it's a hall with 5,000 people. It needs to have this sort of malleability, even set design wise. You need to keep it simple. Read-throughs and rewrites is the next section I wanted to talk about. So with this script, I had 3 rewrites. I didn't want to go past 3 because then of course you don't need to be so controlling, because I knew that the actors will be changing some lines, and even the director. Sometimes as writers we write certain sentences which in real life they don't say, or they come out naturally in any other type of way, or sentencing, or grammatically correct, etc, etc. I did one after the script was accepted, because I had to shorten it. I had to check which lines are there to keep and which lines I had to change or else omit completely from the script. Script went from 20 pages to 16 pages, I believe. And then I received feedback from the festival director, which was of course very limited, because they didn't want us to change it so much. And of course I got a new potential ending, and from that as well the director told me to push the twist a bit more to the end instead of having it in the middle of the script, which I completely agreed with. The twist being more at the end meant that the ending had to change, but I am totally happy with the last rewrite I did, and then of course I left it up to the team to actually adapt it. During rehearsals, so my first rehearsal was last Saturday, and I went to see the actors. So on Saturday I saw 3 of the 4 actors. The director wasn't present, so I had to supervise the rehearsal, and I had a chat with all the different actors, and I also was there to perhaps help them with line delivery, tone, and how a line should be delivered, or how a character should feel, or any background information, because obviously I have that kind of info that I can provide for them. At the beginning, after the rewrite and after the last major change in the script, I sent them all audio files where I specified the characters and what they're feeling at certain types of moments, their background, their context, if they know about it or not, etc, etc. So as a writer you need to provide that information. And of course in the rehearsal I looked at actions, whether they match the character or not, if the actors had something to put into the character themselves, or else I could provide something. And as a writer, that is practically your job. You need to see that everything aligns, that everything is true to the timeline you've provided, and of course that there is something here and there that they can change, or perhaps deliver a line differently. That is it. Can we appreciate though the level of humidity on this island? Like seriously, this was straight a week ago, and now it's showing its curly potential and knots. Yes, that is it. That is it from my end. Hopefully next week I can show you the process of Tech Week. We have the media coming as well to one of our rehearsals, and of course the festival director and the lighting manager are coming today. And yes, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. So if you're in Malta, come and see us next Friday and Saturday. The festival starts at 8 p.m. and we have a lot of measures for you to be safe and watch the performance and just have fun. I'll put the Facebook event in the description below so that you can see daily updates that we're doing at the moment. This was a situation where it wasn't happening, then it was happening, then it wasn't happening, then it was happening, and now it's finally happening. So go for it. Just do it. And yes, I will see you next Friday. Next Friday will be a moving vlog, so it will be the end of St. Andrew's content, I believe. I have a few other ideas, but they might be pushed back for next year. Next week I hope to have a bit more behind the scenes, so you will get to see the process of this week, Tech Week, taking photographs, speaking to the media, and then of course just the performances and how it actually went, and perhaps if we won an award or not. So we'll see. So make sure to subscribe. I do museum content, writing content, and last but not least St. Andrew's content. If you're here for the first time, please make sure to subscribe. The moment I have 80 subscribers, which makes me so happy because it looks like my hard work is paying off. But of course, the more the merrier. I love having a large community. Leave a comment telling me who are you, if you're a writer, if you're an aspiring writer. Let me know what you're working on in the comments below. Or else if you're just my general audience, just let me know what you're excited about this year. I know that 2020 has been such a roller coaster of emotions and everything being cancelled. Like, this is my highlight for the year. Nothing else will happen this year that will make me be as proud as this. Of course, the graduation, but graduation is not guaranteed. So again, this is the highlight of my year. So let me know, what is the highlight for this year? And I'm going to stop rambling, switch on the AC because I'm dying, and go edit this video. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next Friday. Bye bye. Here comes the say goodbye to Rapunzel here. This is going to be chopped off. Wow. Look like Pippi Kalsalunge. Hey. Yes, this is going to be all chopped off and donated, of course. So next time you'll see me, I'll look like this with curly, voluptuous hair. Okay, I'm off.